It is June 3rd, and yeah, I haven't made much progress at all. I'm gonna see if I can get some more done tonight, Wednesday, uh, Thursday, and Friday, and maybe some on Saturday. I don't know. Um, and definitely next week is going to be more difficult, but I'm going to see what I can do. It took me a lot longer to get all these guys glued onto their bases. In the meantime, I did do something that I heard of and I thought was a cool idea. In order to make sandbags, just take some green stuff, snip them into these, just snip them because it'll naturally come into these kind of shapes, and then I can, once they're dry, I can go and stack them up and glue them together to make little sandbag barriers. That sounds good to me. I'm gonna go and do that, but just to show you what my next project is, the stuff that I'm going to be working on is this steam tank. I have made sure that this can come off, this can go back in, and then obviously I'll have the little commander. I might see if I can get a second one, just so that one can be a dedicated non-commander tank, but we will see. I don't know. But I need to figure out which, I know, it's messy. I'm actually going to try to clean this up. I need to figure out what gold that what color, metallic color that I used for this, so I can finish that up. It's mostly just going to be making sure the metal parts are actually metallic. I'm not going to really worry about stuff back here as much. I might, I don't know. It looks fine to me from the back. Obviously not super great, but I mean, there's some stuff I could probably do. The main thing though that I definitely need to get is I'm gonna get red and blue because I believe those are the colors of Reichland, and that's what I want to go for. So we'll see what we can do with this. I'd say I'm definitely more than halfway done when it comes to painting this thing. Obviously, clean up as best as possible. I may try to paint some more details, but yeah, that's the main thing with this. And then obviously paint this guy shouldn't be as big of an issue, so we'll see what happens. But that is my update for today. I'm gonna go and try to see if I can do a few more like updates, like, oh, this is what I did today, and this is the morning, so I might go and still include something tonight, but I'll see if I can, like, if I do something on Wednesday, I'll make another edit and stuff like that, make another, not edit, but cut, and then go from there, and then do that each day, and then at the end, splice them all together. So that's so far what this is, and I'll be working on that steam tank right afterwards. All right, June 5th, 2025. So change of plans. I figured I would not worry about the steam tank. Instead, I want to see if I can just get the rest of these guys painted and then maybe take care of my tanks. Just because, you know what, it's going to be a little, not want to say easier, it's going to be nicer for me in general to just take care of this, make me feel a little better, more accomplished, if that makes sense. Saying, okay, yes, I got this done. This is good. I can now move on to something else. Frankly, these guys are Iron Warriors. It should theoretically be somewhat easy. Maybe some blue for like the blades of the axes and swords and stuff. Black or gray, and then some sort of metal for the armor. But yeah, black or gray or silver for the weapons, and then armor again, some sort of silver or dark color. Then yellow. I mean, it shouldn't take too long. But I figured this would be a little easier to go and finish than trying to go and finish up the steam tank. The steam tank should be easy to finish, just clean up some stuff, finish painting certain things, but I figured this would be a little bit more satisfying to finish, just because I am really interested in taking care of this, and I want to play Legions Imperialis pretty badly. I think it looks really fun. From what I've read in the rules, it looks like it's going to be fun, so that's probably going to be what I'm going to focus on. If I do any more stuff today, I will go and record that progress as well. Otherwise, let's see what happens on Saturday, because I know Friday I'll be very busy. And if I do get anything done, then I'll take care of that. And then Sunday I'll just compile all this stuff together. It's definitely not been a very productive week. A lot of stuff's been going on. Next week is going to be even more so, just because I will not be home for part of the good chunk of the week. So, not much hobby progress there. And then the next few weeks, I'll be getting ready for some stuff. And yeah, there's great time to start doing this, but it is what it is. So, and yes, this time, instead of using glue, I got double-sided tape. I think that's going to be a little easier to remove this stuff, as opposed to trying to cut off all this stuff and hope that I don't break anything off. That was with, like, what I did with my Solar Auxiliary guys and the Marines that I had originally. Yeah, that's going to be a lot nicer. I probably should be doing that with my Chinese Warring States when I get that, but this hopefully should work a little better. Anyway, that's it for today. 6th of June. Happy D-Day anniversary, everyone. So, yeah. Like I said, gonna focus on Legions Imperialis right now. It'll be a little easier for me just to get stuff done. So, I did at least get my Iron Warriors color onto the guys. Of course, I've had some issues with the guys sticking when I've been trying to paint them. I really should not be trying to go and paint the tanks as well. Just focus on the infantry and then the dreadnoughts and then get to the tanks, because otherwise it's just going to be overwhelming for me. But it is what it is. Yeah, this shouldn't be that big of an issue. Get some yellow on these guys. Try to see if I can possibly paint some hazard stripes on stuff. I don't know how well that's going to go. And then probably get the guns, like a silver or something like that. And that should do it. Obviously, there's some other details, like maybe some blue and some red for weapons and little crests and plumes and stuff like that. But we'll see. Not that much. And obviously, then once similar sort of thing, try to see if I can pick out some, like, details for, like, machine parts and guns and stuff like that, and obviously the yellow and black, and then obviously this, and then I'll get to my rhinos, because I have some rhinos as well, but that should do it for this. Yeah, a lot easier to just focus on this, and then get that feeling of, okay, I finished it, I've done it, out of there. I've enjoyed painting smaller scale stuff. It feels a lot easier to me. Feels a lot less stressful, because I don't need to worry about me trying to go and screw stuff up with painting. So, making mistakes and stuff like that. It's so small, no one's going to care. So, obviously, I'm trying to do a better job with these guys, but when it comes to the infantry, it's not as bad. As opposed to, again, like a tank, or I guess a dragon, or a griffin, or eagle, one of the ones that I have for the old world. Not as big of an issue. Just because they're animals, I can probably be a little bit more, I don't have to worry about being as sloppy, because it kind of naturally blends in, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, so we'll go with that. But, yeah, so that's an update. I will see if I can get any more done on Saturday. Hopefully I can get a good chunk of this, if not all the infantry done. That's a possibility. If I can, then awesome. I will go and take care of that. And then again, finish the dreadnoughts, work on the tanks, obviously take care of those rhinos as well that I have in there, and all of my Astartes guys that I have so far will be done. There's some more stuff I want to get for them, but for what it's worth, yeah, they'll be done. And then obviously I have a ton of Solar Auxiliary that needs to be painted, specifically the tanks. So we'll get to that when we get to that. Anyway, that's it for today. June 7th, 2025. I have finished painting as good as I really want to. These Iron Warriors, Astartes Infantry, like I said, I got the starter box for Legions Imperialis, and then realizing, oh, if I'm going to actually play with Terminators, or Jump Packs, or the Plasma Dudes, or the Rocket Launchers, I need a second box, because it only gives me enough for half a squad of those. So I got a second box. I finally finished painting those. And then I didn't do this with my other infantry, but I decided to go and do some Agrex Earthshade on these guys, on the bases, just to give them a little bit more of a distinct color. But yeah, so that is what I will do. Well, I'll be putting these on once all this stuff is dried and ready to go, probably tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, but that will be that. So yeah, nice. Productive-ish, I guess. I know next week is going to be a lot more difficult to do stuff, since I will be very, very busy, so I don't even know if I'll get anything done. It's fine, but it is what it is. Well, I'm happy that this is going well, just because now I can start actually playing these games, because I want to. I just have one squad. Was it Sicarians? It's the heavy Iron Warriors tanks, and then I have one squad of those, so 4 dudes, well, 4 tanks, and then a squad of the Rhinos, so a bunch of tanks. Those are the only things left for the Iron Warriors that need to be painted from whatever. And then for Solar Auxiliary, I need the Sentinels, and then a bunch of tanks. I feel as though that will be a little more fun, a little easier than just this, maybe. Probably a little more time to get everything covered, but probably a little easier to deal with. Either way, that's what's going on here. June 8th, 2025, the end of the week, and this is what I got done. All of this has been painted to a standard that I like, and then obviously all this stuff was put on the bases correctly. So yeah, a productive week. I don't know if I'll be really doing anything hobby related this week, because I have a bunch of stuff that needs to be taken care of, trips and getting ready for other things. So I mean, yeah, but you know what, it's fine. This is, I basically need to double this, because I already have like this exact thing because of the box that I got, the starter box. I had to get the Astartes Infantry, so this Astartes Infantry is already taken care of. So, because otherwise, 2 Terminators, you need 4. 2 Jump Packs, you need 4. 2 Plasma, you need 4. 2 Rocket Launchers, you need 4 in a squad. So, that's good. This, it came with everything, so 4. Yeah, we're fine with that. So I don't need to worry about that. I probably should get some more so I can balance out points, sure, but that's fine. We're good. I just have a bunch of tanks to paint. Rhino Squad, I think I mentioned this yesterday, but Rhino Squad, the heavy Astartes tanks, squad of Baneblades, 2 squads of Lehman Russes, 1 Malkador squad. I need to check again. I think 1 Malkador squad. And then the Sentinels. And that's it. You know what? I'm happy. Anyway, that would be it for this video. So thank you very much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see what comes up next. Like I said, if I do anything this week, I'll probably just make it a short. But we'll see. Either way, hope you guys have a good day and a good week. We'll see you later. Bye.